How many games do you own on Steam? Squirrel Logistics. I don't know. Drake could tell you. Did I get my coffee? I did, Thomas, and it's actually done nothing. Like my brain's taken the caffeine and just gone. I still want to go to sleep. It's just not woken me up at all. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'll do warships again, Mad Mick. Firefighting sim, probably not. Mouthfuls of coffee grounds. Ugh. Ever played War Thunder? Yep. I have videos on my channel of War Thunder from back in 2013, I'd guess. A whiskey, no. Actually, I have a story about a whiskey. I went to the bar last night and I got myself a cider. Sorry, cidre, as the Stella Artois people like to call it. It's not cider, it's cidre. No, it's cider, mate. So I ordered a pint of cider and a 12-year-old Chivas Regal whiskey, okay? Do you know how much this 12-year-old Chivas Regal whiskey was? £6 a shot. And the guy serving me, he said, "Do you want Coke or anything with that?" And I looked at him like, what did you just ask me? What did you just ask me? Do I want Coke or something with my Chivas Regal single malt whiskey? No. Do you want any ice? No. I said, I just want it in a whiskey glass. That's all I want. So he went round the bar and came back a minute or two later and said, "We don't have any whiskey glasses." He said, "Will this be okay?" And he just held up this like generic kind of glass that looked like a largest. Oh, he was just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, just put it in that. That's good. Yeah, I honestly felt like getting the bell out and going, shame, shame, shame. Why are you serving behind the bar? You know nothing. You need training. Oh my god. Trent, I'm not going to answer any more questions. Am I going to play this game? Am I going to play this game? Am I going to play that game? Let's assume, Trent, that the answer is no. Let's assume I'm not. And then it'll be easier. Because I'm probably not. Jeff, thank you for the host. I don't... Well, yeah, Blue Master, exactly. What kind of bar? No, this wasn't just any bar. This was a bar inside quite a big hotel next to the NEC. And it didn't have a whiskey glass. How can they sell Chivas Regal whiskey? How can they even put that behind the bar and not have a whiskey glass? How does that work? I didn't even think, like, what would have happened if I ordered a brandy? Would I have got it in a cup? Like maybe in a teacup? And he'd be like, "Do you want milk with that?" It was just mind-blowing. Know your job. Yep, this is the wrong way. I was like looking at it going, this doesn't feel right. Look the other way. Because this never happened, right? It's our little secret. Oh look, I'm on the right road. That would be brilliant. Democracy, if they'd have served it in a throwaway party cup, that would have been brilliant. We need the shame bell. Yeah, we need a soundbite for that. Shame, shame, shame. We should get that one, actually. Do you know what? Hang on a minute. I recognize that bridge. I know where this is. I've been down this. I can't describe it, but I've been down it. I used to go down there when I travelled into West London. No, Connor, no. It's west out of main London. Yeah, London's a bit laggy, but like I say, this is a pre-release version, so they've got more optimization done, I think. Oh, that's awful, Niall. But at least they're probably just selling you generic whiskey at a festival, Niall. They're probably not selling you, like, single malt stuff. How you doing, Mr. Chili? Any plans for a Yachts 5 t-shirt? I'll start thinking about that next year, Rowan. Okay, that just moved. Yeah, teacher's whiskey in a party cup. Game on. How's the flight training? We're nearly there, Chili, is the bottom line. I've got one exam to do, which I'm hoping to do this week. And I'm hoping to do my solo cross-country this week because it got cancelled on Wednesday because of the weather. So if I get those two things out of the way, I'll be basically focusing then on the last bits of training to do my skill check. So we're like very much turning onto the home straight right now. So almost there. You're more of a bourbon drinker. I like bourbon biscuits. They're nice. See you, Gamma. That's such a good job on London, it's awesome. Meant to be Marble Arch. Marble Arch doesn't exist like that. Marble Arch is actually in a massive park. You know when you're in the UK when you've got roundabouts with multiple lanes and traffic lights. Now you're in the UK. We do roundabout plus plus. Yeah, but Black Hawk, so they've not done Swindon, I don't think, have they? That's completely not true statement, Tommy. roundabouts are actually very, very good if used correctly. Like any junction, Tommy, they have their limits. Sometimes they're used incorrectly, like they're too big, too small, traffic's too much, that kind of thing. Do we have turbo roundabouts? What's a turbo roundabout? It's a little bit frame heavy here. Wait, why did they stop here? That's really odd. No, they've done a great job on London. Worst kind of roundabouts are the ones where they have Pelican Crossing right on the corners. Ireland just as bad as the UK for them at this stage. Do you mean like on the exit road? See, that's the other thing. The UK always has a solid white line at traffic lights, so you know where to stop. So you'll never see this.
Welcome back, Nato.
Bruce Milk, welcome back. Turbo roundabouts are roundabouts with segregated lanes that help stream traffic to flow smoother. I'd have to see a picture to see what you mean. Thing is though, when you get out of the truck, the frame rates are awesome. When you're in the truck, they're not. It's so odd. So that's a magnificent view, that is. That's awesome. That's a London skyline. Yeah, I know why it is. He's PL. I know that. Struggling here on external cam. They got the colour of the Thames correct. Lol. For example, on a UK turbo roundabout, it would be that the traffic going left can go via the own lane without actually entering around it. Right, so that's like what happened to me today, coming off the M25. Coming off the M25 to go up the A12, it was like a lane that stopped you from entering the roundabout. And a guy decided to stop right in front of me. Because it's a turbo roundabout, so you should definitely stop. Clapham Junction. Wait, what? What? I'm in my lane? Dude! What the heck? I'm like in my lane. I think maybe the AI line just comes over too much. Do you plan on doing a video on London? Nah. I might drive through it in a journey, but I'm not going to dedicate a video to it. I gave it quite a bit of time in the Pro Mods video, I did. Yeah, fun. I tried to show what I could in that video, you know? I tried to sort of give you clips of all the different bits and pieces to give you a certain feel for it. Croydon. Croydon's a lot more, Croydon has quite a few tall buildings in it, which aren't here. Wow, this is getting frame heavy now. See, that was wrong as well. That traffic light there that has a green light would actually be a green arrow. Yeah, where's the trams? There's no trams here. There should be for Croydon. How much fuel have I got? I don't like the G-Class donkey. Will we ever get smart traffic lights that detect traffic? Do you mean in the game, Birdie? You got a Land Rover Defender. My uncle had a Discovery and he had no end of trouble with it. Well, the G-Wagons are really spacious inside, I just don't like the style. In the game, yeah. They'd have to add it. SCS would have to bake it into the game, I think.
Happy anniversary.
Mr. Bledsoe, thank you for 5 months. Thank you, Paul and Let's House, for providing great content and a positive community as I deal with the recent and sudden death of my mum. Mr. Bledsoe. Best wishes to you, sir. Bruce Milk, did I do your resume? I don't think I did.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Channel Tunnel. Stefan! Stefan! 12 months. Are you still ill, Stefan? Ignore it. Old gag. Happy anniversary. Year after year, this game gets better, Trucker. It's a slow process, but it does. Imagine the day when they actually move it onto like DX11 or 12. That'll be a day. That will.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Sample Goo Goo, thank you for 31 months. What do you think of the new Nvidia cards? I don't really know, Rusty. I mean, they reckon, what is it? Trying to think. Oh, hang on. Trying to think what they said now. I think it was like a 2070 is as good as a 1080 Ti, something like that. I think they're over baking things slightly. I think it's like a next logical step, but it's not like groundbreaking, you know? They're not cheap though. Was it like $12,000 or $1,200 for a 2080 Ti? It's a lot of money. Although the good thing about it is it has started to push the 1080 prices down, which isn't a bad thing. 1,339 for a 2080 Ti. That's the thing is as well, is that's only what, a Founders Edition? Like I would rather wait and get like a ROG OC version rather than a Founders Edition. So I would skip ordering anyway. Not that I'm gonna do, but the hardware ray tracing is interesting. It is, but how many games do you play that actually take advantage of it? I feel like they've done the right thing by putting all that technology into the card. Yeah, they've definitely done the right thing because it means like the game developers will start to use it. But realistically, it's going to be a few years before the uptake means that there's a real benefit though. Whereas at the moment, it's like, well, that looks great. Those demos are amazing. But it's not going to do anything for my Euro truck or my iRacing, is it? But in a few years' time, it really will. So I think they kind of moved things forward a bit and then put all this ray tracing stuff in. And then they focused their marketing on it. They just went, look at all this ray tracing stuff. And it was like, whoa, that's amazing. Whoa, I'm going to buy one of these cards. Without actually stepping back and going, hang on a minute. How useful is that going to be for me? I mean, I'm going to trace so many rays. The first thing I'm going to do when I get this card, install Cinema 4D and just ray trace all night long. Like, yeah. Cool Tiger, welcome back. We got GT 730 and had no problems. Yeah, I mean the 10 series cards are like really nice upgrade. That's the thing, Blind Headshot, like you could move to a 10 series and you'll see a significant boost. And the prices are getting pushed down. And of course, when people pick up these 20 series cards, one sec, the the 10 series stuff will get pushed down in price. And they'll start selling them second-hand and that kind of thing. I've never really liked the way you don't actually have to line up here. I kind of... A part of me feels like this shouldn't be a thing. Like they should have put one of those trailer parking rectangles a bit further in the box and just made you line up in it. I would have preferred that than this, but I guess they were thinking about abnormal loads maybe. I don't know. I don't see why you should upgrade if you don't have something under a GTX 960. No, you shouldn't upgrade if you don't need to. If your card is doing everything you need it to do for the games you're playing, like why would you want a 2080 Ti is if you play Counter-Strike all day long? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but some people have more cash than sense, Joe William, you know. There's no point buying a new graphics card if you're not actually going to benefit from it. You may as well skip a generation if you're going to do that. Well, Matty, the 10 series run a lot cooler and a lot quieter. They have a lot of, they take less power, they generate less heat, they run cooler and quieter. They're really nice, the 10 series. Remember your 480 ran hot. I had a 980 Ti overclocked and it got very noisy when it started to fire up. And I had two of those in SLI. And if you started to play like GTA 5, those things would sound like a turbine. It was crazy how noisy they were.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Well, it used the built-in coolers, Damia, the ones that were built into it. It had like a massive radiator on it and these huge super fast fans. Like the best solution, always, the quietest solution anyway, always is to water cool. Like if you water cool your graphics card, it's just happy days. But it's a pain. It's a bit of a pain to do. The RX 370 sounded like the flight deck of a carrier. I remember the Voodoo speaker. The Voodoo 1, Voodoo 2, Voodoo 3 series. I remember all that. Yeah, so do I, mechanic. I'm really happy with it too. Use a closed loop H55 to cool your CPU. Well, I used to do that. It wasn't a Corsair one. It was a, I think it was a Cooler Master one. And, you know, water cooling your CPU with a closed loop system is nice. It's a lot quieter. You can overclock better. But then once you go to like a full water cool system where you cool your CPU and your graphics card, that's when you really see the difference, because what you end up with is you put like a big radiator in there with lots of fans on it, and they run at a very low RPM. And they have such a thermal capacity take ability that you can run your machine so quietly. Like crazy quiet. Because the fans never really pick up speed. They just need to blow gently and the radiators will do the work. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's so good. Huh? What? I can't hear you. Stuff in the fridge, isn't there? There should be like loads of microwavable dishes. There was at least 4 when I left on Thursday. You don't like them? Pizza? In the freezer? You can do that? Huh? Well, I don't know then. I really don't know, I've been away. Freezer pizza. Chaos Code, welcome back. Hang on. What? Nope. Now she's mad at me. Like, she won't go in the house and just make some food, you know? There's plenty of stuff. It's just not something she can just pull out of a bag and eat. So she's like, oh, can I have some money? Can I borrow some money? Get a takeout. It's like, no. That's all you want to do is go to McDonald's. You're not doing it. Go and make some food. It's crazy. Dr. D, this is what happens when Mrs. Squirrel is away. Like, she's the worst one. She's absolutely the worst one. Like, the other two can make their own food. The other two can cook and stuff. They've learned how to do that. She's the worst one. You won't be getting more coffee. Well, I've got to go and get done myself anyway, so whatever. Yeah, can we have money, Dad? No, I can have money. I want to go and buy some food. No, there's food in the fridge. No, I don't like any of it. Rubbish. Rubbish. You don't like any of it. There's tons of stuff in the fridge. Shimmering in child line. My dad's being mean to me. He won't let me £2. He's saying I have to make my own food. It's his abuse. Exactly, baby. Exactly. Beans on toast. There's beans in there. There's bread in there. Beans on toast. Off you go. You could even sprinkle cheese on there. I know there's cheese in there as well. You could have cheese on toast. It's just... There's cereals. There's about 4 different cereals. Have a bowl of cereal. No, I need £2 to go and get myself something that somebody else has made. Right. It's so millennial, PC Kelly, is what it is. All you need is a walk. I kind of knew the moment she walked in that she was going to be asking for money. When she was like, there's no food in the house. I knew she'd be asking for money. And here's the thing. I've come back from the NEC and I can already see in the bin various McDonald's boxes. Yeah? I can see McDonald's bits and pieces already. So I know she's already had takeaways. But apparently she's got no money now. So it's just like, it's a big game is what it is. Fast food addiction, yeah, exactly. And I'm not helping it out. I'm not doing it. I'll take the short-term hit. She'll be annoyed at me tonight, but I'm doing the right thing. No, she works Monday to Friday. Doesn't work at the weekend. Does Dad always win? It depends, Fawn. It really does depend. If I feel like it's she's taking the mick or she's being lazy, I'll just stand my ground, you know? Or if I feel like she genuinely needs to just go make some food, which I do, because I know there's plenty in there, I'll stand my ground. But yeah, there's got to be boundaries. And when she's hungry, that's when she's most likely to sort of go make herself some food. If I say no, I'm not going to give you money, she's got no choice now but to go in there and make something. And she might actually enjoy it. She might actually enjoy the food, you never know. Like the old, can you lend me £2 and I'll give it you back next week? That don't wash with me. You're not getting that £2 back. Let me guarantee that one. There's no way that come like next Wednesday, Thursday, she'll be like, oh yes, I owe Dad £2 from Sunday. Yes, I'll send it in back. That's not going to happen. That's not a lend. It's only £2, Dad. Why would you even ask for it back? It's only £2. Well, because you said lend. It's just, you can't win. There's always an argument that can be used. They could use some jobs around the house. I came back to a messed up kitchen and she'd done nothing to tidy it up. Nothing. What can you get for £2? I don't know. I think, because when she goes to McDonald's, pretty much the only thing that she gets, what is it now? It's a cheeseburger with no gherkin. No, wait. It's a cheeseburger with no gherkin and no sauce, something like that. She basically has the blandest burger. They put nothing on it. I don't know what my rain probability is set at. It's quite low usually. She knows you're getting a new kitchen, that's why it's not tidy. No. If we had the brand new kitchen in, I would still have walked back to a mess. Gherkin is the best bit. Gherkin is one of those things that is either you love it or you hate it. Personally, I like it.
Happy anniversary.
Speedy with 11 months.
Nutter.
Just want to say thank you for everything you do. Keep up the fantastic work, Nutter for life. Hope you keep this up for many years to come. Thank you, Speedy. We've got some nice weather at last. Does SCS say something about a new engine for the game? Not a new engine, no. They've never mentioned that. They've mentioned upgrading it to a more modern DirectX. You have no clue what gherkin is? Go and get a McDonald's burger then. Open the top and you'll see this sliced green thing. That's the gherkin. Why the Merc again? Because I drove back from the NEC this afternoon and had zero time to get anything else ready. Yeah, gherkin is a pickle. You can pickle many things. You can pickle eggs. You know? It's a pickled vegetable. Well, it's not technically true. A gherkin is just a vegetable, but they pickle it and then slice it and put it on a burger.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Mark Sterling, thank you for 20 months. Good evening. Hope you had a great time at I-63. I did. Another month gone. I can smell my golden nut. Thanks for the great working community. I'm off for a few week moving house. No internet, but the support is going on. Thanks for all. Dude, good luck with the move. Enjoy. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's like a baby cucumber or something. Something like... I think a gherkin's a baby cucumber. I read that once. But they know that, Bjorn. It's just a lot of work, that's all. You watch on YouTube, not long moved to Twitch. Lubot, welcome. You like cucumbers but loathe gherkins. I don't know. I fancy going down the Adriatic down to Cyprus again or something. Yeah, Adeldril, I figured he should move, not me. The guy who made the line on this road must have run out of paint and then came back and didn't line it up very well. I'll play Farming Sim when it comes out and see what it's like. No, Runner. No. You can find that out for yourself, Runner. Just go to the Truckers MP website and it'll tell you what supported version of the game is. And I guarantee you it'll be 131. No, Matt, I don't know. I thought Pro Mods would have been out by now, but maybe it's going to come out this week. I don't know. Why is that flashing? Corretto, have a good one. I enjoyed Mission Impossible 9. It's not like the best movie you've ever seen, but it's enjoyable. It's a good movie to just eat some popcorn to and chill and not have to think too hard. Right. I think I'm gonna go and get Doyle. I need a quick bio break, and I might grab a cup of tea. Because I have no waitress service tonight. No, I don't think I've seen the movie, Meg. Need to see where I can't remember where the cheesy bites are. Oops. Just pull up here. Just block this road off. It'll be fine. It won't be fine. The first vehicle that comes down the road wants to go down that road. There you go, mate. It's all yours. Wow, make a meal of it. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to get Doyle, make a cup of tea, and I'll BRB.